Named for the legendary coach and co-founder of the Bengals, here's a good look at Paul Brown Stadium on the riverfront in Cincinnati. This crowd loves their orange and black. The scene just a short time ago, they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. We're ready for football as the Bengals get set to do battle with the Minnesota Vikings. The Florida Atlantic man, Greg Joseph, ready to get this one started. And we are underway from Cincinnati. Here comes Darius Phillips out of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. First down, here's Burrow. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. Mond looks to throw on first down. That's complete to his running back, Jefferson. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple, down to the 15-yard line.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
And just shutting him off there. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a first and goal. Now Mond. And this ball is caught by Irv Smith. Touchdown Vikings. A 1-yard touchdown pass. And the Vikings are on the board here first in the season opener. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. Here comes Darius Phillips out of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Not the start that they were hoping for. The interception on the first play of the game. It leads to 6 points the other way. How do you rebound from here?
Yeah, a little bit of humor. Got to laugh that one off and not the ha-ha. That was very funny, but kind of like, can you believe that just happened? Let's go out and play now. Let's just start over.
Back to Mixon on second down. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 10 yards there on a Bengal first.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Burrow. Escaping the pressure right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Meanwhile, Burrow's throw here complete into the hands of Ertz. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. But Joe Burrow in year number 2, moving around pretty good considering the seriousness of his injury last year. If you're a defensive coordinator here, what are you trying to do to slow Joe Burrow down?
I think you want him to be in rhythm. I think you want him to be on time. And normally, you want to take that away from a quarterback, make him hold it a little bit longer. But when he has a chance to maneuver around the pocket, sometimes get out of it, big plays result. I want him throwing the ball on time and then tackling the receivers so there's no extra yardage.
They'll roll him out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Maybe the first big test of the season here on both sides. This is 3rd and goal. Here's a run with Mixon. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Joe Mixon taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Bengals are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. So I'll leave it at 7 now as they kick it away. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season. And they'll get another shot here with a 1st and 10. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties. And he's able to knock that one away.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now a carry for Sanders. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. Mon looks to throw. They're looking for Jefferson, but this is intercepted. Trey Flowers picks it. When the rookie QB gets his first touchdown pass, that's one you put in the trophy case. First career interception, that's going to be one he wants to forget.
Yeah, and he's not going to go ask for the football, right? Yeah, you can keep that one. The key for him, what does he learn from it? When he watches the tape, does he have an answer right now where he already understands what mistake he made? That's what the coaches are going to want to know, and that's what they'll grill him on and see how he grows from it.
Mixon trying to punch it in. And he is in. Touchdown, Bengals. Joe Mixon with his 2nd touchdown of this opening quarter. And the Bengals on just 2 plays have taken the lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
From the 29, Mon. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. A nice completion there for the first down. And, Charles, you think about the quarterbacks of recent vintage that have been thrust into action week 1. It's no guarantee of future success, but we sure have seen some good ones.
We certainly have, partner. How about Joe Burrow with the Bengals in 2020? He was excellent. Kyler Murray with the Cardinals. The best part about his game, has his team right on the brink of the playoffs. And Deshaun Watson has won division titles after having started from day 1.
A really good pickup of 28 yards. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Mon. Flushed out right. And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
Well, you admire anyone trying to pick up an additional couple of yards. They're just not worth it when you take shots like that. Quarterbacks have to stay in the game and stay on the field.
Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2. Mon now off of play action. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Bengals grab it. The big fella. The 40. The 20. 10. And this is taken into the end zone. A fumble recovery and a Cincinnati touchdown. McPherson now for the extra point. It's good, and it is now 21-7. And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. Kene Nwangwu now out of his end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
And in just about every game we see, partner, what do when we look at the stat sheet? We go right to
the turnover differential. They're looking for Jefferson, but this is intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And hit. Guys will take over at the 25-yard line. Mixon with a first down carry. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Burrow. Oh, great grab by Chase. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first. They'll give it to Mixon. It'll be a gain of 5 there as they move closer. It's 2nd and goal.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a 3rd time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
Mason, and he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Ben Mason with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Bengals are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Kene Nwangwu now out of his end zone. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down. Now Cousins. Eluding the pressure right. Now the hit comes, and Cousins lost the football. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Well, this hasn't been their cleanest first half of football. Last thing they wanted to do was give it up to the opposition, but able to keep it as it goes out of bounds.
Yeah, tough first half, no doubt about it. But if they turn it over there, now things turn a little, how would you say it, dire? And they didn't need that hassle at all. So being able to take care of the football is paramount. Fortunate bounce for them there in order to retain it.
On third down, they'll run it with Sanders. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive continues.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
They'll try to throw now. Cousins forced out to his left. And his throw here is incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
2nd and 10. Play fake. Cousins. Dancing to his left. And Sanders has got it complete. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
Well, sometimes despite the best planning, the defense actually has a plan as well, and they blanketed everyone on that play. They were able to close it down and spill it for a loss.
And the throw there going to be incomplete. More problems here on third down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on third down, it makes it hard to win a ball game, because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
And a good result there, as that'll get out of bounds and pin them back at their 10-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
43 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 46. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. And he's taken down inside the 30. 10 yards, and it's good for a Viking first down. Good push up front, and that run in between the tackles.
Let's play the leverage game here. Offensive line just got lower than the defensive front, and they were able to get their pads on them and move them backwards and create space for their running back to roam. Well, they certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. They'll run with Sanders. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 12 yards there. First down, Vikings. They go play action. Cousins. Buying time to his left. And this is incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Cousins now. And it'll be intercepted. Ricardo Allen with a pick. And the Bengals are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points no matter what. At worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
Caught by the tight end Ertz. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Throwing again on second down. Burrow. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. Mixon with a first down and more, as they'll finally stop him at the 23-yard line. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts, as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. Burrow on play action. He'll buy some time right. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield.
And Jamar Chase won the 2019 Biletnikoff Award as the nation's top receiver while at LSU. And the guy who threw him the passes there, Joe Burrow, now is quarterback at Cincinnati.
Ready? Here we go, get in the huddle. 12.
Burrow going to fake to Mixon and now look to throw. Rolling to his right. Airing one out for Boyd. And incomplete on the deep ball.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far. But on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
To the air again, Burrow. Slant pass to Boyd. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Now the Bengals going to signal for their third and final timeout, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. They'll try and throw forward with Burrow sliding out of the pocket. And now Burrow going to be intercepted yet again. Picked by Jeff Gladney. And the Vikings are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive, as they go to work with 12 seconds on the clock. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. It's a second down run with Sanders. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, we'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Kene Nwangwu now out of his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball into the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
Now Sanders. And he'll rumble for about 5, up close to the 40.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a first down. The only problem now in the everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
From the 39, Mond. And he'll find Thielen on the right side. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 47. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
Another attempt, another incompletion. And when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points. And the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Bond going to throw it. Open man, it's Rager. He's got it. And he will have a Vikings 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Back to throw again. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And Thielen's got it. Touchdown Vikings. Adam Thielen, 32 yards. And the Vikings are able to cut into that deficit. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead will be cut down to 14. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. Here comes Darius Phillips out of the end zone. Phillips, he's not going to bring this one out, so they will begin the drive at the 25. The Bengals drive about to get going. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. 2 yards, good enough for a 1st.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I'll bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the 1st down. They love being physical.
They will throw on 1st down with Burrow. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feet.
Touchdown, Vikings! Herb Smith Jr., already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the interception by the Vikings D leads to a touchdown. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. Phillips, he's not going to bring this one out, so they will begin the drive at the 25. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And their lead cut in half by that touchdown a moment ago. They are up 7 as they begin this drive 1st and 10. And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little game. Puts them in a pretty good spot for 2nd down.
Big 13.
From the 31, Burrow. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A Bengal first down on the 16-yard pickup there.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
On 2nd and 9, Burrow. This is Ertz on the pitch and catch. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives him a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Finding Ertz again. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They go back to the ground now with Mixon. Mixon with a first down and more. And finally wrestled down at the 11. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first. Back now in Cincinnati. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Now Joe Mixon. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll in fact tackle him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Now it's Burrow. This is caught. Touchdown. T. Higgins from 13 yards out. And the Bengals are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead now up to 14. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Kene Nwagu now out of his end zone. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first. So that a nice throw, but it hasn't really turned out to be the grand debut that many had hoped for. His team's down double digits. So what have you seen, CD?
About what I expected, really, because for a youngster making his first start in the NFL, I kind of expected to see these things. A few bumps along the way, maybe not the plays you expect to see or want to see. But remember, he's not going to the Hall of Fame off this first start. It's going to be an accumulation of games before we have a fully accurate reading.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a first down.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? On first down, here's Mon. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down, but a nice little gain. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. They'll look to throw again. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. When you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
And for the moment, this will be a first down. But we have a marker on the field. Let's see if this stands. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
The Vikings on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for it with Sanders. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 84 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on 2nd and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the first down there, but as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a 2.
And this ball is caught by Irv Smith. Touchdown, Vikings. Irv Smith Jr. with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Vikings have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. And now remember, all touchdowns are reviewed, and in a tight game like this, they're going to take a good long look at it. Point after, right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. Here comes Darius Phillips out of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Bengals drive about to get going. Things sure were looking good for them at the half. Heck, off the air, you and I were just saying they might run away with this thing and cruise to a victory. Not anymore.
Yeah, the cruise control has to be off at this point. Now you've got to mash the gas yourself. Again, who's going to step up and make a big play for you? Who's going to take care of business now that you're being pressed? It is definitely go time for them at this moment.
All of a sudden clinging to a slim lead and hoping to hold on to that lead. Back to Mixon on 2nd down. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
Here we go. Here we go. Right 80. Right side. Check. Right 54.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Got an open man. That's C.J. Uzomah. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down.
And that pickup of a 1st down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
So frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
Making the tackle there, the former Giant, Dalvin Tomlinson. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. Play action. It's Burrow. To Mixon on the check down. Give him 2 yards on that play, and it'll be 3rd down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
He gets this one to Boyd. And he is going to have the Bengals 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on 3rd down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively, a backbreaker. They'll run on 1st down. Mixon. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. 99 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
An option handoff here to Mixon. Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Didn't get to the sticks, but that's an ideal carry there on first down, isn't it?
I mean, now you're 2nd and 1. Although, you know, in the NFL, even if he picked up the first down, I don't think it's a big difference because the clock doesn't stop.
Yeah, not like college.
Right. If it's college football, you want to make 2nd and 1 is probably better than picking up the first down because in college football, the clock stops with every first down. It actually aids the defense in that situation.
It's 1st and goal and a late touchdown at this stage. Could officially salt this one away. And now the Vikings are going to stop it here on defense with a timeout, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. It's 1st and goal and a late touchdown at this stage. Could officially salt this one away. Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game. It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game. Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal.
11.
Here we go with Burrow. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown. Good throw there, and I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but he looks a lot more comfortable in his 2nd season.
You can tell he put the work in the offseason, and what I mean by that is understanding the playbook. Not just the plays and how to execute them, but how to do it against a variety of defenses. Also understands his team better, what they can and cannot do. You can see the confidence rising in him as he plays.